Hello everyone, I'm Darron Don Pablo Burke, and I want to extend a warm welcome to all of our wonderful Don Pablo Coffee subscribers watching this video. Today I'm thrilled to introduce you to a good friend of mine, Will Perro, all the way from Argentina. Will is the brilliant mind behind Purest Vines. For the first time ever, we're excited to offer something completely new to our Don Pablo family, a selection of exquisite organic wines, the world's healthiest wines, Purest Vines. What makes this partnership so special is that Will and I share the same commitment to excellence and health. Just like Don Pablo is known for our small batch specialty roasted coffee, Purest Vines are small production, single vineyard wines. Quality is our top priority, and we both believe in offering pure products with no unhealthy additives. So Will, let's dive into it. What makes your wine so unique, and how have you created the healthiest wines in the world?
Hey, Darron, it's a pleasure to be here. I'm passionate, like you, I'm passionate about health, about quality. And so for quite some time, we've been looking for the healthiest wines. Only 5% of the wines worldwide are organic, surprisingly. With those organic wines, then some of them have too much sugar or other additives or sulfates or now there's even wines. Now microplastics have been found in wines. It's amazing. Well, it's, shockingly disturbing, but so we were unhappy with the wines that were available, and so we decided to buy an organic vineyard in Mendoza, make our own wines, and bring them to the United States. And we are extremely happy about this partnership with Don Pablo Coffee to bring our wines to your subscribers and to all other Americans who care about their health.
Yeah, that's amazing. You know, we sell organic coffee, and it's our best seller because people want organic coffee. A lot of people don't realize, you know, especially in specialty coffee, most of the coffee is organic automatically because it's small family farms, and they don't have the money for the chemical inputs, or they don't need it, or both really, and they don't have the education to apply for organic certification either. Your vineyard is organic and the wines are organic. So that's super important to our customers.
Yeah, well, with alcohol, particularly in the United States, it gets strange because the government allows winemakers to add any of from a list of 76 additives, chemicals that can be added to the wine for, and also to not disclose those additives in the label. So it's completely different than coffee on this regard. And so if you spend more in organic foods and organic drinks because you care about your health, and then you go to a restaurant and you think you're buying a healthy wine, but it may be full of ridiculous additives. Here's three that I have to read because it's impossible to remember the names. Aluminosilicates, ammonium phosphate, mega purple. So, and this is just three of a list of 76 that are approved. And so one example, sulfates are added by the winemaker to extend the shelf life of the wine. But sulfates are known for causing allergic reactions. So the winemaker cares about the health of the wine and the health of his bottom line, but he doesn't care much about your health. And so he goes ahead and he adds sulfates.
Yeah, it's listen, I found out about 5 years ago when I was in Europe, the difference between small production wines and these large producers of wine. And they do added sulfites, and that extends but it gives me a headache, like crazy. And they're also doing like flavored yeasts and other things. And with Chardonnays, this malolactic fermentation. And my wife and I would share a bottle over dinner, and we'd have a headache the next day. We took a trip to Europe, and we had a bottle at a vineyard, a winery, a small production, and it was amazing. And we had another bottle, and that was amazing. And then we had one for dinner, and that was amazing. And the next day, I thought I was going to be, devastated with a hangover, and I wasn't. I felt like $1 million. So that was really eye-opening for me, and that's when I discovered if you're buying, in some cases single vineyard, but no additives, basically, no chemicals. If you're buying a pure wine, you don't get a headache.
Absolutely. Well, the thing is that even organic wines, the winemaker is still allowed to add all sorts of additives to improve on the flavors, on the smell, on the taste, to make them more additive, and etc. Right, to extend the shelf life, and so it's great. So so first you have the organic issue, because if it's not organic, then it may the non-organic produce may have pesticides, insecticides, heavy metals, animal hormones, you name it, right? So if we care about our health, then we decide which products to put it into our bodies.
Yeah. I mean, you really have to defend your own health because, the government's not going to do it and the big food producers are not going to do it. Tell me about the very low sugar levels in your wines.
Yeah, well, sugars are extremely unhealthy. And again, most people don't know about it. And so the natural sugar in the grape is converted entirely into alcohol. So then by the time our customer drinks the wine, there's no sugar in it. And then we also have lower than usual alcohol levels. It's healthier overall. So instead of the typical 15% alcohol, it's about 12% alcohol. So it's healthier. And then the lower the alcohol, the lower the calories. So.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's very important to people too, is lower calories. So that's fantastic. What about, I think you mentioned something about drop irrigation in the vineyard. What is that exactly?
Well, besides making the healthiest wines for the consumer, we also want everything we do, we want it to be healthy for the planet. And so drop irrigation is the best way in Mendoza, Argentina, to grow grapes with a smaller water consumption. And then also we use lightweight glass, and all of our labels and corks and cardboard for the cases is recyclable and non-toxic, and everything that we can do, we strive to do the best we can.
So healthy for people, healthy for the planet. You're doing everything you can, checking all the boxes to make sure that, you're producing an honest product, which is really admirable.
Well, thank you. Yeah, on that regard, about honesty, the healthiest drink in the world is water, and coffee is up there. Wine, not so much. People with chronic disease, if they need to, if it's important to take care of their health, it's better to not drink any alcohol. Yet, for those who choose to drink alcohol, Purest Vines is the healthiest wine in the world, and it's healthier than beer, whiskey, and all other spirits. So.
Yeah, I agree. My grandfather used to say all things in moderation, which, is really smart. So if you're going to have a couple of glasses of wine with dinner, it should be a healthy wine.
Absolutely. Well, and then on top of everything that you said 1 minute ago, we care for the wine to be delicious. And so we've been doing blind tastings in Mendoza with some of the top wine executives and winemakers, compare with some of the most known Argentinian brands. And so far, our wine was chosen 87% of the time. comparing against wines that retail in the United States anywhere between $50 per bottle and $70 per bottle. So we are quite happy.
Yeah, it's amazing that you've got that consensus. In coffee, I tell people that there's taste can be subjective, but quality is not subjective, right? That's not up to somebody's opinion. It's either, farmed and produced at a high level, or it's not, right? It's blended. It's got defects in it. It's roasted in mass in 5,000-pound roasters. It's stale, this type of thing. So, once you've got the quality there, the taste, it's going to be good. And if you like it, you like it. And if you like something else better, that's fine too. But chances are you're going to love this wine because it's produced in a very honest fashion. It's got a great flavor. I'm very... I have a broad range as far as my taste goes with wine. I prefer white wine myself. I know you're a red wine drinker, but I have a broad range of taste. I just want to know that it's good and good for me, and it's not going to give me a hangover. So your wines check all those boxes. Speaking of checking boxes, I also understand that you're kosher, you're keto friendly, you're vegan, and you're paleo. Is that correct?
Absolutely. All of these ways of living a healthier lifestyle these are people who care about their health. So we made sure that our wine will check all of these boxes. Absolutely, yes.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited about this, and we're super grateful. I'm happy to have, met you, all that. How long has it been? It's been a few years now anyway. And having these discussions and getting to this point where we can introduce the wine to our coffee subscribers. And speaking of which, we're going to put together an incredible offer for our coffee subscribers, and it's going to be a surprise. So we're going to tell our subscribers to wait for an email. We're going to send them this video and an email, and we're going to give them an incredible offer because also I have to let them know that you have not offered this wine to anyone at all yet except us. We are the first ones to be able to sell this wine and buy this wine, so we're really grateful for that too.
Don Pablo Coffee subscribers are the very first ones to learn about Purest Vines anywhere and everywhere in the world, and the ones who will benefit the most if they choose to give us a try.
That's amazing. And my favorite one of my favorite sayings is, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single footstep, and this is that single footstep. And the other thing, my other favorite saying is, the future belongs to those who recognize an opportunity before it becomes obvious. So I think that we have a lot of people that are like that and will order this wine and will love this wine and be very happy that they did. So listen, thank you very much. It's been a fantastic learning experience, learning about Purest Vines. And to all our Don Pablo Coffee subscribers, I encourage you to try these exceptional wines. Cheers.